The holidays are a time for celebrating, but strangely enough, they're also a time when hospitals see a spike in heart attacks.
So interesting. Health and wellness reporter Lauren Petty is here to explain why. Lauren?
Yeah, the number of heart attacks goes up by 30 to 40% in that week between Christmas and New Year's. That seems like a lot, but there are several reasons why. The cold weather is actually one factor. Another is we're in peak virus season. So RSV, the flu or COVID, getting any of those viruses puts stress on your body and raises your risk. Also, the lack of routine is another one. People forget to take their medications. Sleep habits may be off, staying out later or even sleeping in. And many celebrating includes drinking alcohol or overindulging on rich foods and sweets.
People eat all sorts of things, especially people that have heart failure. And they eat more salty foods, then of course they're going to be at risk for having a higher risk of both heart attack and heart failure exacerbation.
Now, the best way to lower your risk is to try to stick to your routine where you can. And if you've had a heart attack, heart procedure, or some other cardiac event before, there are a few things you also want to keep in mind this holiday season, especially if you're traveling. Now, the Rush cardiologist that we spoke with says patients need to know their diagnosis, including as many specifics as possible. And they want to share that information with family and friends, especially if you're visiting them and staying with them. Also, know your medications. Be sure to take them with you, and you want to bring extra in case of any travel delays. And lastly, be sure to have a plan for care if there is an emergency.
Try to get some advice from your cardiologist or your physician and just say, hey, I'm going to be going to this particular city or this particular state or even this particular country. Is there somebody that you know or some hospital that you know of that for my heart condition that I should be aware of so that if there are any issues that this is a good place for me to go to?
And of course, communicating that location again to family and friends will help if another heart event does take place. It's really tough to think about all of this time of year. But again, that data, a 30 to 40% spike in heart attacks, is really a reality check. And that's why we're here to remind you, you have to find ways to manage your stress and also be sure to take care of yourself as we finish out 2023.
I think that reminder about letting family members know what kind of medicine you're taking and exactly what you need to know is really important.
Because if something happens and you can't share that information, they need to know it. So that's where being open and upfront and saying, hey, just in case. Just in case.
Really
Nobody
smart.
wants to be in the ER this time.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Good advice.
Good advice.
Thank you for the reminders, Lauren. Appreciate it.
Thank you.